c'est parti pour la suite de NBA de K26 sur PS5. Alors, est-ce que je suis en direct? Oui, je suis en direct, bienvenue. Allez, c'est parti. Voilà, je suis de retour.
Ah, du coup, attends. C'est bon, moi je peux aller dans le truc.
Donc moi aussi je vais dans le truc. Et je me suis trompé de mode déjà, c'est déjà bien. Partie en ligne. Et voilà, donc je peux lancer.
Ah oui, attends. Attends. Oh putain, c'est... Oh oui.
Ivoire.
Mais t'as pas vu?
Débloquer Charlotte All-Time Hornet.
Eh oui, regarde. Ligue d'argent. All-time. Ligue d'or, all-time. Oh, le trophée, on va le faire en 2 secondes.
Eh bien, on va essayer. Hein. Il y a 2 secondes.
Jusqu'à Ligue d'or, on a les 2 trophées. Hein.
Ah
putain, trop bien.
On va essayer. Hein.
J'ai lancé là.
Et j'ai lancé aussi.
Ah ouais, non, ça va être trop bien là par contre.
Je sais pas si j'avais remarqué aussi.
C'est trop bien.
On s'est trouvé. Du coup, tu veux commencer ou je commence?
Comme tu veux.
Allez, je commence.
Moi, si tu veux, je quitte, hein, ça te donne les points directs. Hein.
Non, c'est bon, on quitte pas, on fait les 20 points comme d'habitude. Et on va commencer par Chicago.
Il va combien de points là? 20 points?
Ouais.
3, 6, 9, ça te fait 7 matchs là.
Ouais.
On fait 3-3 si tu veux. Quand on fait, tu fais les 3 victoires, on fait 3 et après on finit 1-1.
D'accord.
Bah si tu veux commence. Hein.
Vas-y, moi j'ai pris Chicago.
On est une équipe de beat.
Allez, je suis prêt. Et là, si c'est vraiment comme ça l'équipe all-time, c'est généreux là.
De toute façon, après, les défenseurs de my team, il faut toujours pas débloquer.
Welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. We're in the palace of Auburn Hills. The Pistons are playing before their hometown crowd here in the Detroit area. And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Okoro with it, and it's Wallace picking him up. And Detroit with another turnover here. Here's Vucevic. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Well, I've seen some crazy things, and that is right up there.
That one goes in.
And we talk about how long Buzelis is. There, he showcases it on the offensive glass.
Quick start for the Bulls in this one. Here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it.
Yeah, mistakes like that have been the story of the game. They lack cohesion offensively.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
For the Pistons, it's been a slow start here. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Chicago with the ball. It's been 10 unanswered points. An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but so willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
The Bulls leading by 16. Here's Buzelis.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
The Pistons making a change here.
Substitution for your Pistons.
Now here's Vucevic. Lets it go from 14. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Non, j'avais une équipe qui disait qu'ils avaient des bons joueurs qui tiraient. Je sais plus lequel c'était.
Pass to Okoro. And Okoro.
Allez, c'est bon, on peut quitter. Quitter, et c'est bon. Allez, j'ai 3 points.
Regarde, débloquer Charlotte All-Time.
Ouais. Ouais, allez. Donc là, on fait 3-3, donc t'as dit.
Ouais, vas-y. C'est 3-9 points.
Ok. Ouais, là, je vais prendre... C'était qui encore cette équipe-là? Ouais, je sais plus. Ah, je crois que c'était pas les Suns, non. Ah, c'était les... Non, c'était pas eux. Ouais, je sais plus. Voilà. Ah, je crois que c'était Utah. Utah, mais pour l'instant, Utah, je peux pas l'utiliser. Pas grave. On va prendre Brooklyn. Ah, bah, ils ont peut-être lâché le jeu maintenant. Ils ont peut-être lâché le jeu.
Bah, vu les récompenses de la saison 3...
Bah, écoute, si on peut avoir ces 2 trophées en ligne, ça serait bien.
Je débloque les trophées de My Team, là, déjà.
My Team, ça va être à la...
Bon, le temps que je fasse le breakout, les carrières...
Ouais. Breakout,
We'll
c'est
see
moi
the
qui
New
ai la
Orleans
moitié, je
Hornets
crois.
taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Claxton, no good. His shot by McGlure, no good. Pass to Claxton, picked away. Here we go, one-on-one. And the Hornets keep it alive. Claxton with...
Alors, remplacement, C. Bah non, il y en a même pas. Ah, si, 3 points. Donc, Man, le 14, qui a un moins. Il y a Porter, le 17. Le 17. Oh, bah, on va dire le 17 et le 14.
The steal. Here's Man for 3. Wesley with the rebound. And another turnover here by New Orleans. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
Brooklyn with the ball. Pass to Man. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Porter looking it over for the three. That shot no good. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. Here's Mann. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Brooklyn with the ball. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Mann's got 6.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that you can afford to give him.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the three off target.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
The funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
No good that time. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Brooklyn with the ball. 6-point lead. Lets it go with a three. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Brown. Mann with it. He has 6. And the Nets miss again. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lets the three fly. The rebound by McGlory.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Looking to get back on track here. Oh, he misses the dunk. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Nets leading by 6. Here's Porter. Off the inbound, no good. Now here's Brown. Pass to Mashburn. They need this one. Clowney pulls it in. The Nets on offense. Claxton with it. Picked up by Davis. Timmons off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is how you make an impact on the offensive glass. Bring that intensity.
Here's Mann. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Fires from deep. The rebound by McGlory.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Those who worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. And here's Brooklyn. They've got a 10-0 run going. Trophée gets the bucket.
Now, this is why perimeter defense is so critical. Everyone has a three they can drop on you.
Nets leading by 13. From the arc. And it's Lynn. With the rebound. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
C'était pas le bon joueur, c'est un petit qui a bien tiré avant, mais on va dire que on peut féliciter.
Brooklyn with the ball. Williams for three. The rebound by McGlure. Doesn't get the full court heave to fall. Here's Trophée. That three off the mark.
Well, contested shot, rips down the rebound. That is a complete defensive possession.
And as we conclude, and welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Brooklyn.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
To the inside. Wolf shot's good. And Doris, I heard a famous coach talking about, quote, the human nature things that a team has to beat before they even get on the court. Can you talk about that?
Oh, Kevin, it's such a great point. So, for instance, is the team in it collectively? Do they care who's getting the shots, the rebounds, and the attention from the media? Or are they about the team and collective success? Human nature is a part of this.
Here's Wolf. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Here's Campbell. And it's off from three-point range. Wilson into the lane. It's rebounded by New Orleans. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. Here's Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Here's Jouer. Misses the three. The Hornets trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Campbell.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Fires the three. Jouer gets the...
Voilà. Allez, j'espère que l'équipe... Voilà, j'ai 6 points, c'est bon. Allez, c'est bon, j'ai relancé.
Voilà. Et là, je vais donner 3 points 2 secondes, comme ça, boum, c'est fait.
Alors...
Oh, je pas la tête, hein, je prends une 10. Hein.
Allez, je prends Charlotte.
Là, ça fait une semaine que j'ai pas joué, donc je peux kiffer tranquille. Là.
Ouais, mais c'est pas une raison quand même, on sait jamais avec eux, peut-être qu'il y a des règles plus strictes.
Ah non, mais ils ont lâché le jeu là, hein. C'est parti.
Je crois pas.
Mais tu sais pourquoi ils ont pas touché les WC en carrière?
Tu vois?
Parce qu'il y a eu le glitch de merde. Tu sais, le pari d'équipe là.
Ah.
Voilà. Et du coup, ils ont pas touché les WC de la carrière et de la
Ouais.
Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight.
Voilà, c'est cadeau.
Alors là, j'ai 9 points. Donc tu veux faire toi maintenant? Ok, bah je vais prendre une équipe de 2 alors.
Ouais, je fais 9 points aussi, et après toi tu refais 9, je refais 9, et on finit en beauté avec 2 points, voilà.
D'accord.
Et on aura notre trophée d'équipe all-time en plus, le premier.
Ok. Bon allez, moi je prends une équipe de 1 là, Rocket ou Stun. Et voilà.
Il n'y a personne, hein. Tu vois, quand on est en train de commencer, il y a des gars qui jouent. Hein. Là où il me prête.
C'est bon, je suis là. Allez, je suis prêt.
En live en plus, là. Non,
Ouais, je suis en live, ouais.
t'as du monde qui regarde ou pas grand monde?
Ouais, ça dépend, il y a des fois des personnes qui
Welcome
viennent.
everybody
Ouais.
to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Here in Brooklyn, we have an interconference matchup with the Nets looking to create some cheers for their home crowd. And a wide open look for Porter. Drills it from outside. Porter's got the first points up on the board here for the Nets. And Greg, these boys veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And again, the turnover by the Rockets. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Jordi Fernandez for a minute. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, Coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back over to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. We've seen a quick start here for the Nets. 6-point game. Well, three-pointer is right on target.
And such a sharpshooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession. Very smooth pace to this offense, guys.
Yeah, looking to keep building on this run. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible. And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Fires the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up.
Passe la manette, oui. Et voilà. Ah ben, c'est bien, on n'a pas été rétrogradé.
Ouais, non, ça, ils l'ont pas encore fait, mais ils vont le faire, je pense. Hein.
Ouais.
On va gouler le cul, quoi. Ils sont capables de le mettre.
Oh, je l'ai déjà eu une année.
Tellement des fourbes.
Allez, je vais prendre les Lakers, ça, niveau 1.
Ah, les Wizards, je crois que les Wizards, il y avait un sur d'élite aussi.
Ah, je crois aussi.
Dans les souvenirs, je pense qu'il y avait un petit 23, niveau 23.
Je ne sais pas. Oups, je me suis trompé de touche. Je voulais rien appuyer.
Mais ouais, il y en a plein qui ont lâché le jeu là.
Ouais, bah y'a de quoi. C'est pas moi qui vais les en vouloir.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline.
23.
Ah, c'est le 18.
The fans here in Washington amped up for their Wizards. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing third in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Sarr's shot is off.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
And so the ball's out of bounds. Hachimura touched it last. The Wizards working the ball around now. Nobody near George. And the three ball is good. George has got 6 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
He's in a quick start here for the Wizards. Kicks it out to McCollum. A wide open look here for Koulibaly. No good on the triple. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 6-point game. Kicks it down to Middleton. From outside, off the mark. The Lakers off to a slow start. And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it last. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Back to McCollum. Outside, George. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 9.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning, defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. On offense, here are the Wizards. A nice run going 12 in a row. This shot by Middleton, wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And here's George for 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
And now let's swing it on.
On est bon là.
6 points.
Tant mieux.
Encore 3.
Allez, c'est lancé.
Non, moi aussi, t'inquiète. De toute façon, on est que 2, je pense, sur le serveur.
Possible. ouvrira un peu l'appétit.
Les choses, il y a 2 shooters chez eux.
Tu vois, j'ai l'impression qu'ils ont un peu mis le chronomètre, comment dire...
Non, ils l'ont rajouté.
ouais, ils ont rajouté,
ouais.
allongé, ouais. C'est que j'étais en train de chercher le mot. Parce qu'avant, tu lançais, tu mettais les équipes
Ah,
et...
non, c'est trop long, là.
Ouais. C'est exactement ça.
Par là, quand tu es prêt, tu vois, c'est bon, c'est 1 minute, hein, c'est pas prêt.
Ouais. Ils m'ont allongé, mais...
Welcome to 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie
Prends ton temps.
LaForce, our reporter.
Le 1 est juste à gauche.
Outside Booker. The 3 is up. The rebound by Murray. And Grant David Allen, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A. Basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
And Allen gets it to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Now that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Now here's Allen. There's the 3. No luck on that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Nuggets. He brought up the difficulties that come along with guarding Devin Booker, and he told me the hard part with Book is that he's a 3-level scorer and a willing passer. He's not just an isolation scorer. They use him in a lot of different actions, so you're constantly chasing him. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Suns. For 3, Booker. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to score with considerable range.
Allen with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's been 8 unanswered for them. The 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. First quarter of ball. Almost 2.5 minutes in. Brooks outside. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Brooks. And here's Allen. Booker for 3. Williams. Outside O'Neal. 3, Allen. The putback. Here's Williams. For 3, Booker. Drops in the 3. Booker's got 6.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Murray, no good. Phoenix leading by 11. Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and of course, that killer mentality. We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Both teams will make substitutions. They're looking to extend this run some more.
Yeah, they're operating very efficiently at the moment.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. The Suns lead by 17. For three, Booker. And the Suns get a...
Allez, on peut passer la manette. Bon.
Voilà, net.
Mon équipe, ouais, la recherche aussi chez moi. Ah, c'est bon, 2 joueurs requis, c'est magnifique ça. Ouais, ah, Utah, vous êtes libre, c'est bon. Par contre, Utah, c'était qui encore? C'était le numéro 23. Je sais plus. Ouais, ça fait tellement longtemps aussi. Il faudra que je regarde. Il y a le numéro 23.
Je crois Utah, je sais pas si c'est une cure. Hein.
Ah si, moi je les prenais Utah avant. Bon, c'est comme vous voulez. Hein. Allez, je suis prêt, bien sûr. Je vais vous demander 50 fois.
Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan alongside tonight Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Crowd ready to roar in this Western Conference matchup. Jazz looking to please their fans here at home. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Here's Fox.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Off target with this three. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Ouh là là, je crois que c'est 23, il est où le 23? Ça c'est... Alors c'est qui a A? Le A, ah ben le A c'était le 23. Bah oui, j'avais raison, le 23 qui avait un A.
So it's the Jazz now. This one for three. Drops in the tray.
And early on, Markkanen has demonstrated how efficient he is from that range after running off the line.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Puts up a three. Barnes grabs the miss. And another turnover here by San Antonio. Markkanen from outside. Markkanen missing again.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Launches a three. Markkanen missing again.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And here are the Jazz now. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And they double up Markkanen. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Nurkic with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. The tray. Nurkic can't hit. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Three-pointer, Markkanen. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Nice pass by the rookie Bailey. They love seeing Ace set up others.
And it's the Jazz's ball. 6-point lead. Markkanen from outside. Missed that one. Still looking for a shot. Just 2 for 9. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. I wanted to know what his defensive scheme was against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we need to limit transition opportunities because that's when he's really dangerous. Speed is one of his biggest strengths, so we need to slow the game down to our pace. Let's see if they're able to accomplish it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. And it's Utah's ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Shot by Shanbeni, no good. And so Nurkic will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Fires from deep. And Lauri Markkanen good for 3. Markkanen's got 12 in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to compound opponents for years to come. Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Utah.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA and the Jazz really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Markkanen looking it over. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. 17 points in the game.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
The Jazz on offense. They're on a 17-1 run right now. Finished off the break. Markkanen's got 19 points.
Yeah, Markkanen's staying after it. He has got
to go. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. In a deep three from Fox. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Jazz leading by 18. Markkanen into the lane. And
il est bon le 23 avec les deux shoots là. Voilà, donc j'ai 12 points. Il reste 8 points encore.
6. Oui, ouais.
8, ouais. Allez, là, alors c'est le match là. C'est bon. Alors, on va prendre qui maintenant? Tu vas prendre les Phoenix là.
Ouais, t'as 2 tireurs là. Hein.
Ouais, mais je suis pas trop habitué avec eux.
T'as le 0, t'as le 8, t'as le 1.
On va essayer avec le 0.
T'as 3 shooters dans l'équipe.
C'est drôle, ils disent réinitialiser, pourtant les paramètres, ils sont toujours... le nombre de victoires, il est toujours pareil.
De quoi?
Regarde les paramètres, le palmarès, les victoires, et le nombre de victoires et de défaites, ils restent quand même. Et pourtant, ils réinitialisent tout.
Ah oui, mais c'est juste que pour la saison,
Mm.
ils se remettent bronze.
Ouais.
Je ferai. Parce qu'il chauffe à bouffer.
Ouais, pas de problème.
Hello again, and thank you for joining us here at 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce on the sideline. Here we go. And it's the Suns to start out. Outside O'Neal. Fires the three. Ada pulls it in. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Well, one area of the floor where both of these teams really shine is on offense.
Oh, yeah. BA, these two teams can score the basketball. They'll be trying to match each other shot for shot all night long, and we got a front row seat.
Out of bounds. It'll be Suns' ball. And it's Phoenix's ball. Williams from long range. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Down low. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. First team foul. Pass to Brooks. Fires the three. Boston pulls it in. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns' ball. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Allen can't get it to go.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with the head coach for the Suns. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Allen can't get it to go. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. For three, Booker. Here's Williams. Cada pulls it in. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Booker for three. Boston pulls it in. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns' ball. Here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Let's go with a three. Booker missing again.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. For three, O'Neal drops in the three.
Instinctual playmaker. Booker very crafty in distributing to his teammates.
Pritchard, no good.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
The funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
Buries it from three.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. A playmaker who can also score in bunches. I'm talking about Derek White, Doris.
I'm so glad you are, PA, because Derek White's big-time shot-making ability under duress of the shot clock. How many times does this guy get the ball with very little time on the clock, and he just stands calmly and delivers shot after shot?
And it's Phoenix's ball. They picked up 11 straight. Three-pointer, O'Neal drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Takes a three. Boston pulls it in. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. The Suns lead by 14. O'Neal on the wing. Fires for three. Keita pulls it in. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. I like how they're controlling the pace, Grant.
Yeah, they must continue to build on this run.
They set him up. Booker's going to knock it down. Great execution there.
Brooks with it. Now guarded by Brown. Three-pointer, O'Neal. Williams. Outside O'Neal. Offensive rebound. Launches a three. He buries.
Allez, il me reste 5 points.
Le 23, c'est lui? Non.
Je me suis trompé d'équipe.
Ah merde.
Timberwolves niveau 3. Allez, c'est parti. Et ils tirent bien les Minnesota?
Non, je pense pas. Attends.
Je dois attendre quoi?
Mais il te restait un match. Tu t'es trompé.
Ah, bah, je crois que c'était toi qui devais tirer. C'est toi qui devais, je crois que c'était toi qui devais tirer, que t'avais pris une équipe de niveau 3.
Bah ouais. Tant pis.
Vas-y, je te laisse marquer. Après on fera 2-2 et puis...
Coming at you. It's the NBA right here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Fires away from way outside. Hartenstein.
Ah, vas-y.
Oh, stolen by Richardson. Pass to Brewer. Here's Campbell. Fires from deep. SGA pulls it in. Well, Doris, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient greats, Kevin Durant comes to mind. When SGA is carving out that kind of career, you can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area of the floor out.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head coach. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Guys, back over to you.
And Allie, thanks.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's SGA. In transition, here they come. And that one's good. Mitchell's got 6.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. To the paint. Here's Campbell. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Their offense has really come together, Grant.
It really has. And the points are adding up.
And after some uncertainty, the Timberwolves moving forward. Oh, what a shot! That was from way downtown.
Nice. Oh, that might be the craziest shot I've seen. No rhyme or reason whatsoever.
Richardson, no good. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. Minnesota leading by 5. From downtown, another miss by Minnesota. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's West. The Timberwolves again can't hit. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Mitchell with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Pass to Richardson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The Thunder making a switch here. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And how about the Thunder? Doris, last season, bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built. Through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach. This team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Picked it out of midair. To the middle. Here's Brewer. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
A minute 20 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Richardson. And the layup is good off the glass. Richardson's got his second basket.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-3 run. Campbell. And that one is stuffed right through.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. The Timberwolves lead by 13. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Off the inbound pass. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Now off the inbound. And he lays it up and in. Campbell's got 10 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Frank. Second chance effort. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
That one goes.
Je préfère ça. Alors, vas-y, encore une équipe, et puis après...
Après, c'est là encore une équipe, je crois, 5 points comme ça. Hein.
Ouais. C'est pour ça que je te laisse encore avec une équipe de 3.
3-2, 3-2.
Allez, on va prendre Rocket, on va prendre Rocket, là. Rocket League.
14 et 18.
Ouais, 14 et 18. Bon, ouais, c'est 30 secondes, il faut aller vite. Hein. Allez, c'est bon, on lance. C'est parti.
And here we go. NBA action live on 2K Sports. Here we go. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Smith, no good.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, BA, and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Here's Porter. 6 points for him. The three ball. Smith with the rebound. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. Outside Porter. Off target from outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Grant.
Yeah, and they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Yet another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Brooklyn with the ball. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Here's the three. And he buries his first look.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's Thompson. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Porter from outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Next ball.
From deep. Drops in the three. Porter's got 12.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Takes the three. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball. Brooklyn with the ball. Porter from outside.
Ah, il reste encore 2 points, il y en aurait déjà un trophée. Enfin 5 points, ouais, mais 2 équipes, je voulais dire.
Oui, bah 3, ouais, c'est ça, 3. 3-2 ou 3-3, ça fout.
Allez, on va prendre les Charlotte.
Second chaque fois, alors voilà.
Pas capé. Neuf, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. T'as pris une équipe de 3.
Ouais, mais ils sont moins forts en défense.
Ah. Qui tire?
It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Knicks come into town for this one.
Here we go.
It's getting noisy here in Charlotte for this Hornets home game. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports.
Il y avait qui dedans? En 3 points. Ouh, le 80, le numéro 7. Le numéro 7, il est bon. Ouais, on va prendre le numéro 7.
Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Here's Knipple. Misses the three. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Ball feeling it out a bit. From past the arc. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, Knipple projects as an elite shooter whose range and quick release make him a constant threat.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Jackson. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Knipple. That three off the mark. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Oakley. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Here's the Hornets with the ball. Knipple with it. The offensive rebound. From the arc. To the wing right side. Fires from deep. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Quite simply, you need to run Knipple off his shot. He's too good with the catch and shoot.
Back to Wilkins. Some nice passing by New York here. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Hornets with possession here. 6-point game. Knappel wide open and he fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And talking to Knappel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. There's the triple. Knappel, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
3 from the inbound. And the Hornets miss again. And another turnover here by New York. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers. Not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Hornets leading by 6. Jacks up a 3. Up again. The 3. Hands it from downtown. Knappel's got 11 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple. I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, their worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
Miller with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Miller, no up. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. So both teams changing it up.
24, 24, 24. Ça c'est le 8. Il est où ce 24? Et le 24, il a un B. Oh là là. Je comprends pourquoi tu savais pas tirer.
Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 14-2 run here. Here's Diabate. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Doesn't get the full court heave to fall. The drive by James. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Charlotte making the switch here.
Number 22, Mason
1:06 left to play in the first quarter. The shot by Sexton, no good. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Hornets leading by 12. Off the inbound pass. It's hauled in by Ewing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing. 51 seconds left to play here in the first.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The Knicks making a switch here. 46 seconds left in the first. Pass to Knappel. Here's the 3. That one doesn't drop. Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Beyond the arc. McCormick with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the Knicks making a change here. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Knippel. Buries it from three-point range. Knippel's got 17 now. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. 8 seconds left here in the first quarter. Takes the three. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. A three off the inbound. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Number 8, Aaron Buford.
Hornets leading by 18. Into the lane. An easy 2 points on the lane.
Ah oui, excusez-moi. Allez, on a encore 2 points et c'est bon, donc une équipe de 2. Et normalement, le trophée. Alors, équipe de 2, qui on va prendre? On va prendre Philadelphie, allez.
Ça va être sûr.
Et 30 secondes encore. Normalement, on devrait avoir le trophée. Et comment il s'appelle ce trophée? Historique, débloquer une équipe all-time en mode jouer en ligne. Et il est où mon téléphone là? Il est là. Allez, je suis prêt.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline.
Alors, 3 points, le A, donc le numéro 0, à moins le numéro 19, à moins le numéro 5, à moins le numéro 20. Oh, bah c'est pas mal tout ça.
Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. And stolen by Hunter. The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. Outside Maxey. From the arc. Allen with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Qu'est-ce qu'on avait dit encore Donc, avec le AA, le numéro 0, c'est le numéro 0.
Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him when he told his guys before going up against Joel Embiid, and he said, quote, I told them to get into him. Always get a hand up and do your best to guard without fouling. Embiid excels at baiting defenders, but we can't afford to give him 3 points at the line. Back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. Looking for a basket here to break this deadline. Maxey into the lane. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Garland. And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life. And his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now Maxey can't connect from short range. Allen inside. Here's Garland. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. With the teardrop, rebounded by Allen.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And it's George missing. And here is Garland. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And it's the 76ers with the ball.
Ben voilà, il a quitté. Et voilà, trophée historique obtenu. Eh ben, je l'ai obtenu le trophée.
Ça y est, tu l'as eu?
Ouais. Alors le ouais, alors le trophée historique débloquer une équipe all-time en mode jouer en ligne. Voilà le trophée que je viens d'obtenir. Si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas, reste passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo.